Hello, welcome to ICSE English Academy. Before commencing today's episode, I would like to thank each and everyone for watching these videos. I request you kindly to subscribe my channel. Thanks once again. Today we are going to commence with Act 3 Scene 1, which is the 10th standard ICSE portion. We are having for 10th standard Act 3, Act 4 and Act 5 of Julius Caesar. So let us begin today's session. In this lesson, that is Act 3, Scene 1, we will see the procession of Caesar moving towards the Senate. And then the trumpets will be blowing. All the conspirators will be moving along with the Caesar to the Senate house, and Mark Antony will be there, and Populus Lena will be there, and so many other suitors, common people will be moving along with Caesar. This is the backdrop. So let us begin. When Julius Caesar is moving on to the Senate house, along with all the members who are also accompanying Caesar, soothsayer was standing on a side. Julius Caesar looks at the soothsayer and immediately he asks him, "Ides of March have come." For that, soothsayer will reply, "No, Caesar, still it is not yet over." Which means here Julius Caesar, in a sarcastic way, he is replying soothsayer, because soothsayer already told Julius Caesar that some dangerous thing is going to happen on Ides of March. For here the same thing Julius Caesar is telling him, already Ides of March have come. So I am going in a procession, I am all hale and healthy, accompanied with my friends. That is his intention, which is not explained here. But soothsayer again warns him, Ides of March is not yet over, Caesar, which means the day is not yet completed. Still some danger is awaiting for you. Like that he replies. Then Caesar moves further. When Caesar is moving on to the Senate house, Artemidorus will be standing on one side of the street. He is having a warning letter in his hand. So in that letter, he has mentioned that there is a life threat for Caesar. He has mentioned all the names of the conspirators, which we have seen in the previous scene. And he just wanted to give that letter to Caesar by some means. So when Caesar is passing by, he will request Caesar, "Caesar, please read this schedule." He puts it as the schedule or the petition. "Please read this letter of mine," like that he requests. Then immediately Decius Brutus will intervene in between. They never wanted, the conspirators, to allow anybody between Caesar and them. They wanted to avoid any kind of distraction. So this Decius Brutus is telling, even Metellus Cimber also has got a petition, Caesar, but you can read that petition whenever you find time. At your leisure time, you can read that. That means he distracted the attention of Caesar from Artemidorus. Immediately Artemidorus was worried whether he will take my letter or not, that is the petition or not. So he started telling, "Caesar, please read this instantly. This letter is very important. This schedule is very important. Please read this letter. Take this petition. Read it." Like that he gives it. But Caesar says immediately, "Why are you compelling me to take this?" And he, moreover, he says, Artemidorus tells him, "Read this letter first because it is related to you," he says. Immediately Caesar tells him, no, if it is related to me, I will read it at the end only. Whatever serves me, I will consider that at the end. So here also we can see the noble nature of Caesar, because Caesar never wanted to give any importance for himself. He just wanted to give all his time for the subjects of Romans. He never wanted to spend any time for himself. That's why he rejects the letter of Artemidorus here. He did not take, though he is telling him, take my letter first, read it first, it is very, very important for you. It is related to you. He did not take. Further, he compelled him, no, Caesar, read it, it's very important, take this petition first. He started compelling Caesar, for which Caesar got irritated. Are you mad? Why are you giving your petition on the street? Come to the capital. Like that, he told him. He did not take the letter from the hands of Artemidorus. Immediately, Publius, who was standing there, quickly gave the way for others, which means he started hinting at him, telling that Caesar is getting irritated, give the way for Caesar to move on, go away. Like that, he indicated Artemidorus. So the letter remained with Artemidorus itself, and Caesar could not take that letter. Then all of them, one by one, they started entering the Senate house. When they were entering the Senate house, Trebonius was so clever, he just took Mark Antony away from that place. Because if Mark Antony stays there, he might be an obstacle to carry out their plan. So immediately he, under some pretext, he took him away from the Senate house. By that time, there is Popilius Lina. He comes and wishes Cassius, oh, may your enterprise become successful, Cassius. Like that, he wishes him. Immediately, Cassius gets worried. Why this Popilius Lina is wishing me like that? Why he is telling, may your enterprise, the plans today become successful? He wished him casually, but he was already, they have made some plan, the grave, dangerous plan they have made. They were thinking that, oh, maybe he might have got some clue. Even Brutus also comes there, and Brutus also questions Cassius. Cassius, what happened? What is he telling? Then he repeats the same thing. May your enterprise become successful today, thrive today. That's what he says. For which even Brutus was worried for some seconds. Oh, have they got to know our plan? They were worried. Then Brutus tells Cassius, Cassius, just mark the moment of Popilius Lina. He is going to speak to Caesar now. He is speaking with Caesar. Let us watch. Then Popilius Lina was talking something to Caesar very casually, and they both had, this Popilius had a smile on his face. Caesar was reacting to him, and there was no kind of anguish or any change of expressions in the face of Caesar. Now Brutus tells Cassius, see Cassius, you need not worry, because there is no such change of expression on the face of Brutus. Even before he tells this, Cassius was so worried. Cassius tells Brutus, if this plan leaks out, if it is not working out, then either Caesar should remain or I will kill myself. Like that he says. But when Brutus said, no, there is no change in our plan, because there is no change in our plan. Nobody knows our plan, because there is no expression on the face of, there is no change of expression in the face of Caesar. And Publius Lena also is very casual in his talk. Then Cassius got some kind of peace of mind, which means they came to know that Publius Lena is talking to Caesar in a casual way. There is nothing to worry about it. Then this Cinna tells Casca, you have to strike first. And Brutus gives the instruction to Metellus Cimber. Metellus Cimber, you should go and stand near Caesar and ask for your petition. All these things they were discussing on a side, which Julius Caesar doesn't know about anything. He is totally unaware of their plan. He was thinking, I am surrounded by all my friends. That was his feeling. He was very happy. Then what happens? They were planning like this, and Metellus Cimber has to go near Caesar and ask for to redress his petition. By the time Brutus tells others somebody should go and stand near Metellus Cimber and they should support Metellus Cimber. Then they all plan like this. Now Metellus Cimber will go near Julius Caesar. As soon as he went near Caesar, he will just kneel down, and he started praising Caesar like anything. Oh high Caesar, oh mighty Caesar, powerful Caesar, Metellus Cimber bows down before you. I am kneeling down before you with the utmost humility. Then Caesar came to know what he wants. That is, Metellus Cimber is asking Caesar to remove the punishment or to take back the punishment given to his brother Publius Cimber. Okay. So for that only he is kneeling down and he started flattering Caesar like anything. For which Caesar tells, Metellus Cimber, maybe ordinary people will be moved and carried away the way you are flattering. But I am not like that. I am not an ordinary person. I am Caesar. I am not carried away by your flatter. This kind of couching, the bending low, showing too much of humility, and the politeness, indicating politeness or affection more than required, irritates me. In that sense he talks. And he uses the word spaniel fanning. Now what is spaniel? Spaniel means a dog of a short dog, which will be very short always. It belongs to such a breed. A short dog, spaniel. Fawning means flattering. How the dog will lick the boots. Like that you are doing, Metellus Cimber. I am not a person to be carried away by your flattery. Don't think I am an ordinary person. If you start doing all this flattery unnecessarily and ask for the cancellation of the banishment of your brother, you will be kicked out like a dog from here. Like that he speaks, Caesar. Caesar was very firm. This is what Metellus Cimber wanted. Now, little bit of explanation is needed here. Caesar is very virtuous, very noble, and he is not a dictator. He worked for the welfare of Rome always. But this Publius Cimber, who is the brother of Metellus Cimber, was involved in some conspiracy, in some plot. Now, what kind of plot it was, what kind of conspiracy he made, that is not clearly mentioned in the play anywhere. It is not clear. It is not described also. But this Publius Cimber has done some grave mistake, for which he is banished. And any such person has to be given a severe punishment, which Caesar also has given. How can it be cancelled? They are requesting for the cancellation of that banishment. Banishment here is boycotting from Rome. His citizenship of Rome will be totally cancelled. He cannot come back to Rome. Now Metellus Cimber is requesting, cancel that punishment given to my brother, for which Caesar is against it. And he says, I am very firm in this. I am not going to change my decision. Then Metellus Cimber will get up and he started requesting everybody, is there anybody who can speak to Caesar in sweet words so that it will enter his ears and he will cancel the punishment of my brother, Publius Cimber? Like that, he started requesting. Then Brutus will come forward. Brutus will come and kiss the hand of Caesar. Caesar, don't think this act of mine as flattery. I am requesting you to cancel the banishment of Metellus Cimber's brother, Publius Cimber. Then Caesar was really surprised. Brutus, what are you saying? He was really surprised because he never expected such a behavior from Brutus, supporting a wrong person. Immediately, the Cassius will come. And we have known already Caesar hates Cassius like anything. And so much description was given by Caesar in the previous scenes, which was against Cassius. And this Cassius will come there and he started requesting him, pardon Caesar, Caesar, pardon. Please cancel the banishment of Publius Cimber. I bow to you on the ground with utmost humility. That's what he says. For which Caesar will reply, if I were a person like you, I would have changed my law. But I am not a person like you. You can see lot of stars in the sky, innumerable number of stars in the sky. All those stars are burning with fire. They are shining, but they are not constant. There is only one star constant in the entire sky. That is the pole star. Now Caesar is like the pole star. He is like the northern star, which is unshaken, which is not moved at any time, which is always fixed. No doubt, men are made of blood and flesh. And it is evident that so many men, they just change according to their whims and fancies. They change their mind. But Caesar, and they change their mind like children who make the laws. The children, they always keep changing their laws in the games also. Like that, they change. But Caesar is not like a child to change all the laws which are made. This is Caesar, who is like a pole star, who can never change, who is unshaken always. And he rejects Cassius also. Then Decius Brutus comes. Decius Brutus, mighty Caesar, for which also he says, when Brutus' request is not taken into account, your efforts are in vain. Like that he says. Then Cinna comes. Caesar, mighty Caesar, like that he requests. That means, mighty Caesar, please cancel the punishment. For which Caesar says, can you move the Mount Olympus? Now, Mount Olympus is mountain Olympus. Can we shake the mountain? It's an impossible task. Can we move the mountain from one place to another? Can we shake the mountain? Can we change the position of the mountain? It is an impossible task. Like that, you cannot change the mind of Caesar. It's full of similes. Like that, you cannot change the mind of Caesar also. It is firm and it is determined. Like that, he rejects. In this way, all the conspirators, one by one, they are surrounding Caesar. That was their plan actually. They never wanted any other senators to come in front of Caesar. And one by one, they are coming slowly towards Caesar in the pretext of asking the cancellation of punishment given to Publius Cimber. Now, who is this Publius Cimber? Publius Cimber is the brother of Metellus Cimber. And he has done a grave mistake in the past, which is not described in the lesson. He was involved in some conspiracy of a plot. So Caesar is not cancelling the punishment, which is a right act on the part of Caesar. When he did not listen to the words of all these conspirators, Casca comes there. All the words, the speeches are not having any effect on you, Caesar. So, my hand will speak now. Like that. He just moved behind. He took his dagger. He stabbed Caesar instantly. That was most unexpected for Caesar. As soon as he stabbed, all the conspirators, one by one, they surrounded Caesar and they started stabbing one after the other. Many times they started stabbing. Now Caesar, he just looked at Brutus, and here the most unexpected incident happens. Brutus also takes the thing and the sword like thing, and he also stabs with his dagger. He also stabs. Immediately Caesar will say, "Et tu, Brute," so you too, Brutus. Like that he expresses his sorrow, because Brutus was the most closest friend of Caesar. Who will expect that Brutus will stab him? Such a good friend, such a close friend of Caesar. So in further scenes, he will be called as the angel of Caesar. Such a person, who will expect? Caesar never expected that Brutus will stab him. So the last word of the last word of Julius Caesar is, "Et tu, Brute," you too, Brutus. Then I will not leave. He will lose the love for his life. And immediately he falls down. And there was a statue of Pompey behind him. In front of that Pompey's statue, he falls down in the pool of blood. What a tragedy it is. All the conspirators, they are enjoying and they're screaming, they're shouting, "Oh, victory! We have won, and the tyranny has put to an end." Like that, they started jumping with joy. And all these senators who were seated there were a lot of senators there apart from the conspirators. They were in a state of shock and panic. They just started moving helter-skelter. There was too much of chaos in the Senate house. Brutus started requesting, "Wait, don't run." Caesar was so ambitious. That's why he has to pay through his life. That's why he was killed. He just wanted to convince all the people who were seated in the Senate house. But there was too much of confusion, chaos. Everybody started running helter and skelter. Caesar's dead body is there in the pool of blood. So I will stop it here. What happens further? we will continue in the next video. Thank you very much, and once again I am reminding you, please subscribe my channel.